Special presentation produced by VPN Foundation, Central Florida, benefiting art education for children.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Meal Prep with Steph. Today I have something really delicious for everyone. We're going to do a chipotle dry rub chicken. I used chicken skinless, boneless chicken thighs, which I dry rubbed. And then that's going to be alongside with Mexican quinoa. And also we're going to do breakfast burritos for breakfast. And that's going to be for 4 days. So let's get started. So first off, I'm going to go ahead and get my quinoa started because that takes the longest. So for this, you're going to use veggie broth. Go ahead and start that. And then you're going to go ahead and throw in your quinoa. I have some organic black beans that I purchased. I already rinsed them, so they're already rinsed. You can go ahead and throw those in. And then a can of diced tomatoes with the juices. And then I've drained also some organic corn. You can go ahead and throw that in also. And along with that, I have cumin, chili powder, pepper, and salt. And you could just throw that right on top. So, now that we've got all that, we're going to go ahead and mix it up. It's really colorful. That's what you want. So basically, we're going to wait for this to boil and then cover it. Alright, so mix it up real good. And then I'm going to go ahead and start the scrambled eggs for my breakfast burritos also. So I'm going to start heating that up. I just put a little bit of olive oil in there. You can use coconut oil, butter, whatever you like. And basically we're just, so let's just set that, let that get going. So I already scrambled my eggs. I put a little bit of milk in it. That gives it a little bit of a fluffier feel. So I'm going to go ahead and throw that in the pot. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and let that cook. So the idea is to get this boiling, then we're going to cover it. We're going to scramble the eggs and then put them to the side, and I'll tell you a little bit about that in a minute. Here is my chicken. It's already dry rubbed. I've had it sitting for about 24 hours. You could do it right beforehand. I always like it to kind of marinate a little bit beforehand. Throw some olive oil in the bottom so it doesn't stick. Alright. I've already preheated my oven to 350, so we're going to just throw that right in and get that going. You want to cook this for about 15 to 20 minutes. You can flip it halfway through to get it evenly cooked. Okay. I just basically got to get that boiling. So I've already cooked rice for the breakfast burritos. Again, I love to cook my rice in broth ahead of time instead of water, but I went ahead and cooked that already. And then I'm going to be mixing some small red beans. The Goya brand has sauce in it, which this one is olive oil, tomato, and garlic. You can get different flavors of sauces, but I definitely recommend the Goya brand. It's my favorite. Alright, so the quinoa started to boil already, so we're going to cover that, and it's going to sit for 20 minutes. And it'll cook all by itself, which is nice. Alright, these scrambled eggs kick in. Scrambled eggs are pretty quick. Go ahead and season with your favorite seasonings. I always like salt and pepper, of course. That's pretty standard. Remember, you're going to get a lot of flavor out of that out of the red beans because it already has sauce in it, so don't put too many seasonings. It can become a little bit overpowering. Alright, stir that around. They're nice and fluffy. You don't have to use milk, but I like to use milk in it. Just gives it that fluffy feel. Go ahead and turn the quinoa on low, or like low medium would be ideal. Quinoa is like a super grain, so it has a little bit of carbs in it, but also has protein in it. That's why I love it. It's not exactly like rice, but it still gives you that carby feeling, so you feel like you're cheating. All right. Perfect. So now that this is pretty much done, I'm going to go ahead and put it in this bowl and put it to the side for a minute because I'm going to get the sauce ready for the burritos and everything else that's going to go in the burrito. Okay. Just go ahead and grab your bigger pot. I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil in it, and I'm going to heat up some garlic, and not for very long, just till it's fragrant. Make sure it doesn't burn. Garlic actually burns quicker than you think. So mix that around, let it heat up a little bit. Actually turn it up a bit. I put garlic in everything. I think it's my favorite. I guess it's a vegetable, yeah. Okay, so once it's going for just about a minute, not too long, so you can really smell it, you're going to go ahead and throw your whole can of beans in, just the sauce and everything. And basically what we want to do now is we just want to heat it so it's so it's cooked all the way through. It should only take a couple of minutes. With a shallow pan, it should take a shorter time, so go ahead and mix that up. Okay. And then after this is all warm and cooked through, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and throw in the rice and the eggs. Perfect. Okay, so go ahead and throw in the rice. Now I use 1 cup of rice. So if you're cooking with uncooked rice and you need to cook it, it's usually a ½ cup to 1 cup of liquid. If you're using minute rice, it is 1 cup of rice to 1 cup of liquid. So depending on the rice. But basically you want 1 cup of cooked rice. So however you go about doing that, that's the idea. So we're gonna mix it nice and good. Get the sauce all over. All right, so now that we have all of that, now we're gonna go ahead and throw the eggs back in. And so this is enough filling for about 12 burritos. I'm only gonna wrap 4 because of the week, but you can actually wrap all 12 of them, and then you can put them in the freezer, and it's a great snack. Or if you don't feel like cooking breakfast that week, you could just grab 4 and that could be your meal or your breakfast meals for the week. Or even if you want it on a Saturday, you just unwrap them, microwave them from 60 to 90 seconds depending on your microwave, and that's that. And it's vegetarian, so if you eat eggs, you still can have a vegetarian option for breakfast. If you want, you can also throw in meats and all of that if you want. It's up to you. Really, put anything in it. All right, so now that's nice and mixed, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let it actually cool down because I'm about to pack it into a burrito. So I'm just gonna take it off and put it to the side. And that way it can cool. Perfect. Go ahead and check on this quinoa. Looks really good, smells delicious. All right, so now we're going to flip the chicken. It's about halfway done. Being a little stubborn, so I'm going to go ahead and raise the temperature a little bit to 375. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and prep my burrito station. So I've gone ahead and just made some sheets of aluminum foil and a piece of paper towel. And then I love these flour tortillas. You can get them pretty much anywhere, but they're large and you can fit them in there, and yeah, and they taste delicious. So that's why I go with these. And then I have 2 cups of shredded cheddar cheese, and you just sprinkle that on top inside of the burrito, and it melts when you microwave them, and it's delicious. So, pull these out. All right, so I take 1 piece of aluminum foil, and then I also take the paper towel. Then you go ahead and put this in. Now when you microwave them, please remember you cannot microwave aluminum foil. Make sure that you take off the aluminum foil before you throw it in the microwave. I know you probably know this, but some people don't, so I always try to remind people of that. All right, and then you're just gonna take 1 scoop and put it in the middle like that. And then just take a little bit of cheese and sprinkle it on top. I am not a professional burrito wrapper, but I'm going to try my best here. Not too bad. Alright, so then I just take one side here and I fold it over like this, and then I just roll it. So I like to cook my burritos in the paper towel. I don't know why, it's like some kind of microwave magic, but it actually like heats it. It just tastes better when you heat it in paper towel. I'm not really sure why, but go ahead and then just wrap it with the aluminum foil. And now you have a pack of burrito. So you can, like I said, you can make a bunch ahead of time, which is really nice. If you just take a few hours, or not even, I mean, you see it takes me 10 minutes to make those. You can actually make breakfast for a whole month and not really have to even worry about it, which is really nice. I actually did this for when I was on maternity leave with my second child, and I lived off these burritos, and they're delicious. So go ahead and just fill them with more stuffing. Okay. And now you get to watch me make 4 of them. Okay, we'll stuff that. More seasonings. Also, what I'd suggest, I really like with these burritos, if you want to do like a side of salsa and dip it in, it's really delicious when you're eating them. So I'm going to scoop some more stuff in here. Alright, that is all done. So, breakfast is finished. That's like the simplest breakfast ever. So, like I said, you can make a ton of these. They're really delicious. Alright, so I'm going to set this stuff to the side. Get this out of the way. So, for one of my snacks I did is I went ahead and I chopped up some cauliflower. Cauliflower is a really good snack. And then what I usually eat them with is this Bolthouse Farms Classic Ranch yogurt dressing. There's less calories in it. There's only 45 calories per 2 tablespoons. So if you're looking out for calories, this is your best bet, and it's delicious. I actually think it's way better than the classic or the regular ranch. So there's that. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut up some strawberries for my other snack. I already washed these, so they are good to go. I always have like a little bit of a sweet tooth in the middle of the day at like 3 p.m. So I always like to make sure that I have some kind of fruit ready to go, because otherwise the candy bars in the vending machine seem to look really good. So if you like, some people like to dip these in like Greek yogurt. I actually just enjoy strawberries straight. I've actually known people to dip them in milk and sugar. I know it sounds kind of weird, but it actually isn't that bad. Okay. Perfect. If you guys are interested in seeing a meal prep of any kind, or do you want to see a meal, comment below. We'd love to hear what you'd like to see. Let me know if you like the show, if you like the food. Yeah, just let us know. And also make sure to check out, there's other shows on this channel. There's On Time Cooking on Wednesdays at 10, and then there's Island Time, which brings live music, local music to you. And then we also have Mix and Mingle, which is a new show with bartenders that show you different drinks. So, really fun shows. Definitely check them out. Like the page, VPN Foundation. It's a foundation to help children in arts, so it's a good foundation. You should check it out. Alright, so that is that. I'm making really good time, so I'm running out of things to do. Alright, so that's ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and check on the chicken. That still needs some time. And quinoa. Alright, that's looking good. You want the quinoa to be kind of fluffy and absorb most of the juices. If you guys have any questions, just comment below, let me know. I'd be happy to answer them. So let's get these ready. Perfect. I'm actually going to cut up the chicken in a minute when it comes out. Alright, so this camera looks pretty good. Alright, perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and just dish out about, I don't know, half a cup to a cup, or as much as you'd like, really. Split it up. It's really delicious. Alright, so that's ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and cut up our lime. I love to squeeze lime on my lunches, just gives it that like extra oomph, I feel like. Plus I love lime, so. You can also like cut up some cilantro and put it on top if you want.
The question is, where did you get those meal prep containers?
These meal prep containers, I guess there's a question about the meal prep containers. I actually got these off Amazon. You can get a whole pack of them. I got a pack of 10, and I think they were like $15. And I'll tell you, they're a lifesaver. They come with great lids. You can just meal prep all different things in them. I really love them, but you can find them on Amazon. I'll find the link and I'll actually post it below in the comments later. And then that way you can get your own set. All right, let's check on that chicken. All right. It's pretty good. I always keep a bunch of forks because I'm always changing out my forks to the side. Alright, so if you look at that chicken, it's nice. Actually, you might not be able to see it. Nice and juicy. It smells delicious. The dry rub is actually in the ingredients list. So, like I said, I love dry rub on chicken, on pork, whatever you like. Okay. Just cut them up. All right. And that's that, man. If you could smell this, it is delicious. Does anybody want to come try a piece? Alright. I'm almost done, actually. It's like a whole...
Oh, what is this?
This is chicken.
I'll try a piece.
Yeah, here, I'll get you a piece.
That's cool.
How's it smell?
Smells really good.
Alright.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What is this?
Chicken. Chicken thigh.
Hot. Cool, right?
No, it's actually a dry chipotle rub.
Really?
Yeah.
Delicious. Oh
Pretty
my god.
good.
Maybe I have to try that.
Yeah. I'm telling you, I wish you could smell all this and taste it like through the camera. It's hard to explain how it smells, but it smells delicious. It's amazing what just a couple of seasonings and just some marinade can do to, I mean, chicken is probably the blandest meat you can purchase, but it really is delicious. Well, I think I just did a whole meal prep in like 26 minutes. So, I'll go ahead and get this set up for you guys. Finished product. All right. That is it. A week's meal prep. Again, dry chipotle rub chicken thighs. I like chicken thighs because it gives it a little bit of that heartier flavor. Chicken breast tends to kind of dry out with a dry rub and in the oven, so I use a more greasier meat. And the Mexican quinoa is absolutely delicious. And then the breakfast burritos, cauliflower with ranch, and of course strawberries for the sweet tooth. And that is that. Thank you so much. Again, VPN Studios, thank you again, Vaughn and Paula Reed, for having me. And check out next week, Meal Prep with Steph. Thanks, guys.
Special presentation produced by VPN Foundation, Central Florida, benefiting art education for children.